right, hey guys, how is it going? Looks like I'm live. This is something new that I'm doing. Go ahead, put a comment in. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me. Hopefully, looks like I think my audio and everything is working. So hopefully you can hear me. And I believe I can see all the comments. We'll see. So I should be live on Facebook and YouTube and in my private group if I did it correctly. So let me know you're here. Say hi. Let me know where you're from and if you have any questions. So I will definitely try to answer some of those. So we are going to be talking about winter wellness. So we're going to talk about wellness. We're not going to talk about illness because illness is something that doctors take care of, and I am not a doctor. However, we are going to be talking about a ton of things to maintain your wellness. So illness is less of an issue for you because obviously these days we all know that there are so many illnesses going on, and there's always going to be another one right around the corner. So we want to make sure that we keep ourselves as well as possible. So disclaimer, none of this information is meant to diagnose, test, treat, or cure any illness. I cannot answer those questions about illness or give medical advice because I'm not a doctor. But I can give you tips and tricks about how you can take care of yourself. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, how you can maintain your health. So every little change you can make in your health makes a difference. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. And that is a very big point. Any little thing you can do, take 1 or 2 steps out of this presentation and do it, implement it. Doesn't matter. Don't feel like you have to do all of them, because if you do all of them, you're probably going to fail and then stop. But if you do a little by little, you can definitely get better and better. So a little bit about me. I'm Jen. I run, obviously, Jenalistic. So about 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with eosinophilic esophagitis. And what that means is it's autoimmune disease. My son also has an autoimmune disease. And about 10 years ago, in a couple weeks, my father had cancer. So all 3 of these things kind of went together, and I kind of went, what the heck? What is going on? Why are we so sick? So I dove into the whole natural health and how I can help my health better through some natural resources because the traditional medicine just was not working for me, especially my autoimmune disease. I went from doctor to doctor, and they basically gave up. They're like, yeah, we have no more ideas. So I went to the natural health, and I'm glad to say that I put my eosinophilic esophagitis in remission, though this year, because of all the stress of 2020 and 2021, it came back a little bit. That's kind of why I've been absent a little bit, but definitely over the last couple months, I'm working on getting my health back, and I'm back to doing classes. So hopefully you guys are joining me, and we'll learn some stuff today. So 3 main factors to take back your health. Oh, I think I have people texting me. Okay, so we're going to go into 3 key areas. So these are the 3 steps in which you can help take back your health. So we're going to talk about these in a little bit in depth, but how simple these little bit changes in each category can make a dramatic difference in your wellness, just like it did in my family. So I'm glad to say my son also, his Hashimoto's is getting better. We've been able to reduce his medicine intake, which is great. And for a while, he completely lost his hair, and that is now growing back. So definitely there are ways to improve your health. So don't give up. Please don't give up. All right. So first of all, let's ditch the toxins. No, so if you've been around my channel before, you've probably heard me say this once or twice. So there are so many toxins in our life, everyday life, everywhere we go, that we just come in contact with it. So wherever we can ditch them is great, because when we get a little bit from everywhere, it really builds up and it clogs up our system. So did you know that there are a ton of harsh chemicals, and most of them are in your household cleaning products or your household items, your beauty products, your any type of your hygienic products. If you're not paying attention, a lot of those probably have toxins in them. And candles are another big one. A lot of the candles, the air fresheners, those have a ton of chemicals in them. And right now we are spending a whole bunch of time in our house. So you really want to make sure you get rid of all that nasty stuff, get the good stuff in there. Especially now if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're coming into winter, so we got our windows bundled up. I know we sure did today. It was really cold and windy today. But, and obviously when it's nicer out, you can open your house, air it out, get all that nasty stuff out. But during the winter months, our houses stay closed up and we just can't get a nice good airflow and get all the nasty stuff out. So definitely want to bring in less of the toxins. So I'm going to challenge you, don't do it right now, but after this presentation, go to your cabinets, especially under your sinks. Look what is under there. Go to the website. It is written here in the on the slide, but I also have it in the show notes down below or up above, depending on where you are. So go ahead, take a look at that. Look at some of the stuff that's in your cabinet. A lot of us probably have Windex, right? So EWG gives a rating from, basically in school, A to F. Windex gets a D. So that's probably not a good one. There's some good Windex products out there. Change over. So also, you gotta watch out. There's like Greenworks, that Greenworks cleaner. Watch out for that. It has a rating of F. So there's a whole thing called greenwashing. So you have to be careful of that. A lot of products make it look natural and look clean and all foo-foo, but they're really just bad for you. So you really have to look at the ingredients, and EWG makes it really, really easy. Go online, type in your products, see what the rating is. If it's a C, D, or F, switch it out, find something better. Thieves Cleaner is one that I love because I just buy the one bottle and I use it for everything. I use it for Windex, for sink cleaner, for kitchen cleaner, for everything. So there are much, much better things out there. So a lot of the chemicals are known endocrine disruptors, which mess with our hormones in a major way, and they can also mess with your immune system. So again, ditch them. A lot of times what I like to say is like the whole, like a fish tank scenario. So, if you get the fish tank, the water's all clean, the filter's good, it's, clean in the water. So say your toddler comes by, throws a couple goldfish in there. No big deal. Couple goldfish a day, no big deal. But he comes by, he dumps the whole box in. So obviously the fish tank can't keep up with filtering out the bad stuff. And the same thing happens with our bodies. If we keep dumping and dumping and dumping so quickly that our body can't get it out, then that's when stuff starts happening. We get sick. You can hold fat. You can gain weight. There are so many different things that can happen when we do that. So make sure you get all the bad stuff out. All right. So number 2, nutrition. I know you're like, really, John? We know that. But it's just a couple pointers that you may not know or may not realize. So you need to drink more water. So most of us don't drink enough water. And does anybody know how much water you should drink? If you've been following me, you probably should know. But you should be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So for example, if you weigh 100 pounds, you need to be drinking 50 ounces of water every day. So how many of you guys know that that's how much water you are actually drinking? Are you actually getting enough? So you probably should measure it. Take a couple days and actually measure it out. So get I got these like mason jars. I do this. These are 12 ounces. I know they're 12 ounces. So if I drink enough of those, I know I'm getting enough water intake. You can get the sports bottles. If you know how many ounces you need to get, sometimes you get those little sports bottles and they have the little levels on them. So you need to keep a little bit of a track. You have to keep it in your mind because I know a lot of us are like, oh, I drink enough water. Yep. But probably you're only drinking 8 to 16 ounces of water a day, which is not enough. So water helps our body detox. It improves our digestion, our kidney and liver function, and our brain performance. So you get some of that brain fog, drink a whole lot more water. It might help you. So that's one of the nutritions. The second nutrition thing is limit your sugar. I know this time of year, totally hard to do, but you have to make sure you limit your sugar. Sugar is addictive. It's immune suppressing and it's detrimental to our health. So you also have to look for like the hidden sugars. So in this example here, I've got a Venti white chocolate mocha whipped cream from Starbucks. Anyone have a guess of how many grams of sugar is in that? 73.8 grams of sugar, which is about 18 teaspoons of sugar. So this is one of the places where it's kind of like hidden sugar. So again, you have to pay attention to what you're eating, what is going on, because did you guys think you're eating 18 teaspoons of sugar? So in reference, a can of Coke is 33 grams of sugar. So about half that in teaspoons, like 9 teaspoons, maybe 8 or 9. So again, make sure. White bread, a lot of times white bread has a lot of sugar in it. Just keep flipping those packages, look at it. So again, you just have to make smarter choices. Okay, so you don't have to have a venti chocolate, white chocolate mocha with whipped cream or whatever. Maybe switch it out for a better drink instead of this. Now, I'm not saying you have to give it up forever. I'm just saying you need to limit them. So you, again, limit the sugar and that will help. It also helps inflammation. So if you have a lot of times like arthritis or stiff bones or other things, it will actually help too. Most times, I don't want to say definitely will, but sometimes in some cases, reducing your sugar will help. Reducing my sugar really helped me with some just like the whole like, I want to call it bloating issue, I guess, but just like you're like, ugh, just you feel ugh. So that definitely helped me. It definitely helped me with a little bit of the brain fog too. So good thing to keep in mind. Okay, the other part of nutrition is eat organic. Like this one, again, I know it's kind of hard to do sometimes. It's expensive, but it's getting better. Aldi's got a lot of great stuff. You can do like what is it called? I forgot. The imperfect fruit, or imperfect produce, I think it is, but there's a bunch of them, or misfits produce or something. Go for that because you can get stuff that doesn't look pretty, but it's still organic, it's still nice, it's still delicious. It just, doesn't look that great. So you want to definitely avoid pesticides. Okay, we talked about a ton of toxins that come in contact with personal care and cleaning products, but you also are coming in contact with toxins in your food. So this is why eating organic and avoiding like the genetic modified foods is really important. For me, one of the things I did discover with my autoimmune disease, I have probably about 30 different food allergies, but I'll be honest, I don't think it's actually that food I have an issue with. I think it's the pesticides on the food. So another thing you can check out is, it's called the Dirty Dozen. Just search Dirty Dozen and you'll find out. So I think it's EWG that puts it out again. So they will rate the different produce for the year and which ones have the most pesticides on them. So definitely stay out of those. They also come out with the Clean 12. So the Clean 12 is another batch of products that probably have less pesticides on them. So you may not have to buy organic, you can buy conventional. So just another tip, again, just Google search it, you'll find it out. So eating organic can be financially difficult, but for some people, but I will tell you, in the long run, it's definitely going to help your health. It's going to give you more energy. So to me, it's totally worth it because I get more energy. I get rid of some of the brain fog. Obviously not the speaking part, but brain fog. And it helps me function basically a lot better. So if you're having some of those issues and troubles with that, look into that. Try it for 10 days and see what happens. All right, so number 3, for winter support, we want to support your digestive system and your immune system. So once you are well on your way to your journey to limiting toxins you're exposed to and giving the body the nutrition it needs internally, then you can start looking at ways to support specific body systems. If our body is given what it needs, it can function properly, but we all have times when specific body systems need a little extra support. So definitely in the winter, we really want to support our digestive system and our immune system. Really, especially this time of year and with everything that's going on. So let's talk about how my family supports our wellness in 3 areas. So I'm about to show you some products that are specific to Young Living, but you can also look, there's other great brands that have these same types of products. Just make sure you're getting really good, clean products that are produced well under the right conditions and don't have pesticides. So The first one we're going to talk about is a digestive support. So I know when I say winter wellness, you want to go right to the immune system, but one of the important things is your gut health. So your gut health is your first line of defense. Did you know that? So 70 to 85% of our immune system is found in our gut. So it's very, very important to improve your gut health. So how I do this, I take Essential Zymes 4. So that is the product on the left, but it's right here, this little box. They come in little blister packs like this. And these are basically enzymes for your stomach. So you take these, I take with a meal, and it helps kind of break up your food and helps your body digest better. But it's really important to get some enzymes in you, whether it be Enzymes 4 or whatever product you like, because as we get older, our enzymes in our stomach decrease. So it's really great to help kind of boost that back up to get the levels to where they need to be. So enzymes, really, really good. So the other one is Detoxizyme. Oops. Let me go. Here we go. So these are really nice little tiny ones. So this is great because basically what it kind of says in its name, detox, right? So this is really great. It kind of helps get a lot of the stuff out, the toxins out of your fat. Sometimes, a lot of times, when you get all the toxins in your body is like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. So it sticks it in your fat cells, and it sticks in other places. And kind of that's one of the reasons some people gain weight is because they have so many toxins, and your body is just kind of like tucking it away because it's not quite sure what to do with it. So this stuff kind of helps to get rid of it. So I take these at night. Just a couple of them. I think the bottle says to do it 3 times a day, which you can do if you want to do like a heavy detox, but kind of more as a maintaining thing. I just do it once at night. So that's a great one. So the other one that pretty much everybody needs is some probiotics. So this one's called Life 9 because it has, I think 9 different types of probiotics. I used to know all this stuff and I totally forgot about it, but there's like all these like terms and stuff of different probiotics. So make sure you look it up, find out which is really good for you. And I just go with Young Living because I know they're going to be good. But probiotics, pretty much everybody needs probiotics because again, our stomachs are so screwed up between the pesticides, the meals in a box, all that other kind of stuff that we've been eating and stuff. It's really kind of destroyed our guts. So probiotics is like one of those things that almost everybody needs. Again, consult your doctor if you want to make sure, but that's pretty much what a lot of people need. So I sometimes take those when I'm on the go and I need and I don't have a refrigerator, because those, once they're open, need to be refrigerated. I will do our Mighty Pro, which is actually for kids, but I take them anyways because again, they're like come in these little packets and they're so easy to take with you. And they taste like pixie sticks. So I don't know if you guys remember pixie sticks, but they taste delicious. So be careful with your kids too, because they taste really good. But so this is another one. This has actually got pre and probiotics in it. So that's another good one to take. Again, I like to take these when I'm traveling because they don't have to get refrigerated and they're just so simple to use. And they taste good, of course. So those are some for the digestive support. So for just all over winter support, this one, and just all year round support, I take this one all the time. So it's called Ningxia Red, and it's basically like juice in a box is like what I call it. Or juice in a jar. I don't know what you call it. Yeah. So it comes, hold on, I got one. Whoops. It comes in these bottles, and they kind of look like a wine bottle, but it's not. It's just all kinds of great juices in here, and you'll see from the slide it's compared to like when you take 1 ounce. So I take a shot glass of this in the morning. It's kind of funny because my family does shots, even though this is no alcohol in it, but we all take shots. So 1 ounce is compared to about 10 pounds of spinach, like 93 apples, 100 oranges, and like 34 onions. This stuff is packed. It's basically a superfood in a little tiny juice, and it tastes wonderful. I like it more when it's not refrigerated, but some people like it better when it's refrigerated. Once this big bottle is open, though, you do have to refrigerate it. But great stuff. It's really great for your whole system. It has a ton of vitamins, minerals. So it's really, really good thing to kind of add to your regiment and take it every morning. So I like doing that one. That's a really great one. And I totally went off my notes. Oh, if your kids don't like it, my daughter, when she was younger, she likes it now. She'll drink it. She won't admit that she takes it and that it's good for her, but she does do it. But when she was younger, she didn't like the taste of it so much, so I mixed it with lemonade. So it like did half of Ninja Red and half lemonade. She loved that. She couldn't get enough of that drink. So that's a great way. You can mix it with stuff. I sometimes will add oils to the little shot just to get a little extra boost from some stuff. So it is high antioxidant. So it's great for the winter time. Just actually great all over too. All right, so the other thing is Thieves essential oil. So I'm always backwards. I don't know, is that backwards? Maybe, can't tell. But Thieves essential oil. This is definitely a staple in my house all the time, but this time of year I'm always diffusing it, especially if we have one person that gets sick. This is definitely the one that I put in the diffuser just to give it extra little support. There's a funny little story about it. So back in medieval times, they said that this is a blend back in like the 1800s, I think. Well, like back when the plague was going around. So the thieves, hence the name Thieves, they had this blend of oils and they would put it on them, and then they would go steal stuff from people that were dead from the plague, and then they would come back and they wouldn't get the plague because apparently this blend would protect them. Now, I do not recommend that because it's folklore, but it's just a fun little thing of where the name came from. But in science, the Weber State University conducted a study in 1997 that showed Thieves oil to have 99.96 success rate against airborne bacteria. So, good stuff. So the bacteria cultures were exposed in an enclosed area, and the Thieves essential oil blend was infused into the space and apparently got rid of 99% of the stuff. So definitely I like to diffuse this. I also put it right on me. Sometimes when I'm really start to feel like something coming on, I'll put a few drops of these in a little veggie capsule and take that just to give it a little boost. So this is a great one to have on hand. And it smells good too. It smells like kind of Christmassy. So the other thing is oregano oil. So this one, keep going the wrong way. Awesome stuff. So you can put it right on you. You're gonna smell like a pizza, but that's okay because you'll be protected. This is another one that I will put in veggie caps and then take it. So you'll see this one here, and in the picture you can see a little bit better. It has the name Vitality written on it. So any of Young Living's oils that say Vitality on it, you know that this one is safe for taking internally. So you never ever want to take an essential oil that has not been labeled for internal use. So because there's a lot of crap out there, there's a lot of kind of generic wannabe oils that are actually like just this much oil and then this much of toxins and crap in it. So don't ever take an oil that is not labeled for internal use. So with the Vitalities, you know it's good. So this oregano seriously is like a powerhouse. This is like the greatest oil to try and knock something out. Again, it's not medicine. It's going to help your body filter out whatever is going through. So it's a support. It's not it's a support, not a solution, I guess you call it. So this is great for support. Again, internally, you could put it on you, but you will smell like a pizza. Or if you want to put it on your feet, that's a really good way if you want to do a topically. So that is what I have today. So hopefully you learned one or two things that you can do to support yourself into the winter season / flu season. Again, any little thing that you can do, any of these little tips you can implement into your routine, you definitely want to do that. A little bit of time. I did not get to this lifestyle right away. I had to slowly get into it. But I'm so thankful I did because I'll tell you, when I first was diagnosed with my autoimmune disease, I used to spend winters having cold after cold after cold. I was sick all the time. But by doing some of these things, especially getting rid of the sugar, adding stuff to your diet to supplement yourself, definitely helped me. And I think I had a cold for 3 days last year. That was it. That's all I was sick. So great to do that. So I do want to tell you a few things for Young Living. They do have a Black Friday sale coming up, and it starts on Monday. So you're going to you'll see. They haven't told us all of the details yet, but so far they have 30% off 30 different oils. So, and it says favorites. So I think it's going to be the good stuff. I bet you it's going to be the Thieves and oregano. I think they're probably going to be in there. I don't know for sure, but I think. So you got 25% off the kit. So if you guys are wanting to get into Young Living with the actual kit, the kit itself is an amazing deal, but they're going to be 25% off. I don't know which ones. We'll find that out on Monday, I guess. And also 20% off some of the roll-ons, the CBD products, and apparently some buy one, get one free offers too. So stay tuned for that. I do have a team bonus. So if you are on my team already, or if you want to join my team, if you spend $190 or 180 PV this month, doesn't matter how many orders, doesn't have to be one. It could be a bunch of different orders. You are going to get a free bottle of Christmas Spirit from me. You won't have to do anything. To come December, I'm going to run a report. Anybody who's spent over 190 PV is going to get that automatically sent to them. There is also going to be a Cyber Monday sale. So make sure to check for the details of that one, because I don't know what's going to be in that one yet. So, oh, one more thing too, in the show notes, depending where you are, there is a link. If you want to get any of those wellness products, that link will bring you right to them, and you can purchase them whenever you want, singly, as a bundle, whatever. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much. I don't think the comments are working because I haven't had anything come through. So I'm guessing I was supposed to open the other product that I'm streaming through. So I'll have to do that next time. So I'll go back, I'll look. Anybody who comments anything, I'll go back and answer it, and we'll figure it out. If you're not already in my group, please go ahead, get in there. I know I've been a little bit quiet this past 9 months or so, but definitely am going to be ramping that up. We're going to do some good challenges in there, some probably more talks like this. Who knows? I have no idea yet, but we are definitely going to be doing a lot more. So go ahead, ask any questions you want in there. I can definitely answer those. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.